Hi, in this video I'm going to show you the basics of Google Apps for Education in the iForward domain. So the first thing you do is you go to google.com and then you click sign in. Once you get here, you want to then you'll probably get to this screen here if you have not signed in before. And so you would do is you would type in your email address, and I've signed in before, so I'll select that one. And then you type in your password. It's the same password that you use for your computer login that you've been given by iForward. And then once you're signed in, it'll look like this. You'll have 9 tiles on the top. These are your Google apps, and the only one I'm going to focus on right now is Google Drive. So if you click Google Drive, you'll now have some options. Now up here you can view it as a grid, or you can view it as a list. I like to view it as a list. And so right now I'm in Google Drive and I'm going to focus on a Google document. So if I want to create a document, I go over to this button here on the left that says create. When I click it, I have some options. I can create a folder, a document, presentation, a spreadsheet, or a form. I'm going to select a document. Now, one of the great benefits of using Google Apps for Education is the collaboration component. So where I've used this in the past is I've copied and pasted different unit questions in, and then I've shared this document with students, and we've completed the questions as a class. So I'm just going to title this Practice Demo. Click OK. And now I'm going to show you the different areas of the Google document. So under File, you'll see things like Share, New, Open, Rename, Make a Copy, Move to Folder, Move to Trash. You can download it as a Word document, an RTF, a PDF, things like that. You can make it public on the web, so you can publish it to the web and embed it into a web page. You can email collaborators. You can email it as an attachment. Okay. You can edit. In edit, you have undo, redo, copy, paste, cut, web clipboard, find and replace. Another way to get to find and replace is to go Control F, and you'll notice that I just had this drop down show up here, and so that's my find. Okay, in view I can change my different layouts just like you can in Microsoft Word. In insert, I can insert an image, a link, an equation, a drawing, a table. I can insert page numbers, page count, page break, header, footer, etc. A table of contents is an add-on, which sometimes is beneficial if you're having a longer document. My format, I can use bold, italic, underline, strike through, superscript, subscript. Okay, in tools, one of the most beneficial features of Google Docs is this research tool. So if I click the research tool, I can research everything: images, scholarly articles, tables, etc. And this might be something that you want to show your students. So let's say I was doing research on Newton's first law. Okay, and so I found Newton's first law from physicsclassroom.com. I found Newton's 3 laws of motion. Okay, so let me take a look at this here. So I'm going to open that up in a new tab. And it says Newton's first law of motion. And so let's say I grab this definition and I use it in my Google document. Okay, now what I can do is I can highlight that. I can come back to my resource, which was this one here, and I can say cite. Okay, and so that will cite it and put a citation at the bottom of my paper. And I have this currently set for MLA format. I could also select APA or Chicago. Okay. The other thing that I can do is I can link this. So if I highlight this, I can come over to the resource and I can say insert link, and now it has made that a live link. So I not only have it live linked, I also have it cited in the bottom using MLA format. So that's one of the tools that would be very beneficial for you, probably, especially in the English department. You can define things, you can have a word count, you can translate a document, etc., but the translator doesn't always come through how the teacher would want. You can insert a table. You just have to know how many columns and how many rows. You can add an add-on. So one add-on that I would get potentially would be a table of contents. You can also do labels, address labels, Avery address labels through here, so you'd get that add-on. If we just take a look at some of the shortcuts here, we have print, undo, redo, paint format, normal text, we can change that. We have our font size, bold, italic, underlined. We can change the text color. We can link. So if we wanted to link to something, I could just say, let's say I wanted to go to physics classroom. Okay, so over here I had physicsclassroom.com. I could highlight this. Well, I'll do it. I can do it a couple different ways. So let's say I was at physicsclassroom.com and I was on Newton's first law. I would copy that, and then I could highlight this, and I could click the link button. I would then paste it in, click apply, and I'm done there. I can add comments. So if I highlight something, I can insert comment, and it comes over here, and I can say great resource. So if you're giving feedback to students and they've done a paper in a Google document, you can add comments on the side that they can then read, just like you could in Word. I can left justify, center it, right justify, justify it so it's blocked. I have different line spacings, and then I can do a couple other things here. Okay, alright. The mode, I can change the mode. The pen means editing. This symbol would mean suggesting, and that symbol would mean viewing. Now if I want to share something with a student or anybody else, I would click share, and right now it's private only to me, so I would click change. If I want to give students this during class or just send them a link, I would say anyone with the link, and then if I want them to be able to view it, they would just view it. If I want them to be able to edit it, I would click edit. So when I was teaching in my class sessions, I would change this to anyone with the link can edit. I would click save, and then I would copy that URL. Now that's a long URL, so that would be something that I wouldn't want to give to them. So I'm going to teach you a little trick here with that as well. So when you're done, you click done, and then basically what I would do is I would go to what's called the goo.gl shortener. So I'd just type goo.gl. I can also add this as an extension to my Chrome browser. Here it is right here, by the way. And then I would just paste in my URL. I would click shorten, and now it gave me this really short URL. So I would go Control C, and I would copy it. And now when I'm in class with the students in Jigsaw, I would say here's the link to our assignment document that we're going to work on in class, and I would just paste it in there, and then they can type that in. Because it's so short, they can type it right in without making a mistake into their URL, and then they'll have access to it. They don't have to have a Google Drive account at that point. The only thing is they will all come in as anonymous, so you would see something up top like this that says anonymous, and you'd have to ask them who they are. So place them on a certain number of the problem, and then say, okay, so Johnny is the hyena, Susie's the lion, so and so's the tiger or the liger, etc. Okay, so that's how that would happen. So that is your brief introduction to Google Docs. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks, and have a great day.